Welcome to the Poor Perspective.
Say one punch.
Blow a lot of money on dope.
Welcome to the Poor Perspective, ladies and gentlemen. Izzy got us kicked out of a bar.
Whoa. Whoa.
Not just us, our entire friend group.
He doesn't
We're
know
here
me.
to talk about it today.
I bet you I could walk in that bitch.
Look,
I bet you
told the story about what happened with me.
Yeah, well, we told that last weekend,
Yeah.
but
And
you
I
know,
didn't
he
do
probably
anything
wouldn't say
wrong.
anything to me either because I never cause any trouble. But
And
it's just the principle of the matter. He's being a fucking dick.
I've voiced my opinion.
Yeah,
and
fuck
yeah,
that
guess
bald-headed.
what? I'll let you guess so the record's clear too. No one deleted my review other than myself because I wasn't gonna put my energy in any direction towards that establishment anymore because that was just bullshit. And
Yeah, you know what he looks like? You ever seen Spy Kids? You know the thumbs?
He's a thumb.
well, no, it's
It's a thumb-thumb.
look. I'll say this and then I'm done. I'm completely done with it. Besides what you're going to talk about, it's just laughable that he thinks I was gonna ask him for help. You didn't help the bartender or the server, my bad, when she got slapped in the face. You didn't help dude when I slapped him in the face, right? He said I told him I was gonna treat him like a bitch, so I bitch slapped him. He said he was gonna lay hands on me. He didn't do nothing. Okay, and he didn't help the other person when another altercation happened. It's quite literally known that you don't do anything in the sense of security. You're just a yeller. You yell and say, get out. That's
all you do. You
That's
just
it.
yell and tell people to stop
that's
fighting.
it.
You don't break up fights. You don't do anything.
No, you will sit back,
And-
let everything happen. You're no form of security. So I promise you, I wasn't coming for you for aid. I promise you that. Because you're the last person on my list.
It's the fact that all of this started because he thought one of us called him a motherfucker.
But no, all of this initially
never heard
started.
of that.
And this is why I can say, I guess the world is just fucked. All of this initially started because I apologized on behalf of someone else. For someone I did not know that was annoying a person. I said, I'm so sorry I don't know that person. Have a good night. That's how that's how it
exactly
started.
how it started.
That's how it started. And now we are.
Well, we told that story last week, so we're not going to tell it again. But if you want to go hear that story, go look at last week's episode.
Look at last week,
But-
baby.
So after that happened, Izzy, we were doing something on like Wednesday night or something.
We
like
went
that.
to the fair. It was after
Yeah, it was after the fair.
Zoe busted her
After
shit.
Zoe passed out at the fair. By the way, she's okay. But he goes to the
Go
bar.
right through that.
He goes to the bar, and you were just sitting there minding your business.
I didn't say a word to no one. I
Didn't
sat
say
down.
anything to anybody.
I sat down, and the security, almost named names.
he
He was
comes
sitting
up,
next to
he's
me.
off
No, pause. He was sitting next to me off the clock, already drunk at the bar. Which, okay, I've worked at a bar, managed a bar. I get that. You are allowed. It's frowned upon in a sense of like, hey, watch your shit, basically, watch your intake. But yeah, you can come drink at the bar you work at, but you have to be, respectable. You can't act stupid because you are still showing a relationship to that bar. I sat down. He didn't even know I was there. The bartender, hey, you want your drink? Yeah, let me get a jack. I just wanted one jack, ease my nerves, go home. That's it. He turns around, starts immediately belligerently cursing me out. Motherfucker, fuck you, don't be in here running your cocksucker and then asking me for help, because you can't handle your own fights. And that's when I cut him off. I said, whoa. I said,
and all of this was unprovoked.
Unprovoked. I just sat there. I literally sat there. I looked at him. First thing I
Off
told
the
him,
clock,
I
drunk
said,
and
dude,
inappropriate.
I
Fuck
don't know
that
where
shit.
this animosity or this anger is coming from, but you need to direct it to the right fucking person because it's not me. And I said, Mark, I wasn't asking for help. Me and you both know I wasn't asking for help. I was like, me and you also know this. I was asking you for the other guy's safety, not mine.
Well, you literally walked out the door and said, "Tell this motherfucker,
Yeah,
Mark,
tell
you
this
better not let this motherfucker come after me, follow me out the door.
Let him follow me behind. Don't let him follow me out to my car. Stop him, because I don't have time for that. You better. We all don't have time for this. Stop him. But yeah, apparently he's like, oh, you call me a motherfucker, I'm like,
No
what
one
the
called
fuck?
you a motherfucker.
I was like, dude, hey, I literally told him this too. This is word for word verbatim. I said, Mark, you need to find someone that gives a fuck, because I don't. I said, if I called you a motherfucker, I would say, hey, yeah, it was me. I don't care. I was like, but I didn't call you a motherfucker, Mark. I was like, I didn't. Also, I'm thinking to myself in my head, you're secure. Oh, I said names. Who gives a fuck? I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, you're security. And you're concerned about a word? That really, you're concerned about someone calling you a motherfucker. You're security. I would be more concerned about someone trying to shoot, stab, hit me, throw a bottle, bitch.
Swear to
like,
God,
I'd be like, you can call me whatever
God.
you want, because don't go to your car and come back and that's stupid. You know, we're not trying to get a 20-piece in here, okay? Like, you know, that would be my concern as a security. But and then out of nowhere, the dude from on the other side of the bar, now I'm getting a tag team. He's like, Mark, stop talking to him. Stop talking to him. As if I'm the issue. I'm like, bro, what? All I did was sit down.
Yeah.
And then the dude was like, how about you just stop talking? I said, I don't even know who the fuck you are. I don't even know who you are. He's like, well, you're ruining my night. I said, okay, well, guess what? I don't give a fuck about your night. I said, I said, looked at him. I said, dude, all I did was sit down at I'm not going to say it now because I don't like this word unless I'm upset. But I said, all I did was sit down at the GD bar and talk to no one. How am I the issue? And no one can say anything. Everyone went quiet for a second. I'm like, my fucking point. And then dude to my right was like, oh yeah, wait, no, you didn't call me motherfucker. I think it was your friend. I'm like, okay, so you just cursed me out, yelled at me.
And Dylan did not call him a motherfucker.
No one called him a motherfucker. It was when I walked down and said, hey, get this motherfucker.
Okay, and then he admits to saying, oh well, maybe it wasn't you, maybe it was your friend.
I still just got cursed out and yelled at.
Yeah, he's still acting like a fucking idiot for no reason.
In the middle of the bar on a freaking Saturday or Sunday night, when I think it was Saturday or whatever, and I'm like, bro, what? And I'm like, what did I do, dude?
And so that's not even everything that's happened in this past week. No. There's still something else. Our buddy, who Mark knows, and his mother went to fucking the bar. I'm not even going to say the name. I don't care that much.
I'll say it.
No, don't say it. Don't worry about it. But they go in there and they're sitting at a little 3-top with him, his mother, and his mom's boyfriend. And this crackhead lady, literally, who is known to make trouble for everyone, screaming and yelling, walks up to them and starts trying to talk to them. And obviously, and they were nice about it at first. They were like, hey, can we have a moment? Like, we're just trying to talk about some family stuff, just to get her to go away.
Yeah. So
10 minutes, and she's also feeling up on his mom's boyfriend, literally just touching his arm. Fiance. And so she walks away, and then she comes back like 10 minutes later and starts doing the same thing. And apparently his mom, all she did was be like, hey, can you please like just leave us alone? We're just trying to hang out.
She was like, you overstay your welcome. You
overstayed your welcome. And then she just started going fucking nuts.
Y'all won't be disrespecting.
Yeah. And just started screaming, saying she's going to beat her ass. And she didn't even get up out of her chair. The only thing she did was sit in her chair and literally just go like this on the table. Just flip her off the whole time.
You do it wrong.
And they got kicked out because of who his mom was, or because of who her son was. Because he knows him. He literally specifically said, I don't care whose fault it was. You and your friends are always in here causing trouble. Get out and don't come back. And guess what he did to the crackhead lady? He let her stay and walked back over to her, put his arm around her, and laughed.
While she's tweaking.
Yeah, while she's tweaking on freaking meth or something.
Who knows? You and your friends are always
so
in trouble.
Do better, dude.
Yeah, that's the thing that cracks me up is that we have never. We've been pretty nice. Usually, even when people come over saying the craziest stuff,
dude,
we just kind of embrace it. Be like, let's see. You seem crazy. Let's talk.
We never cause any issues.
No. But are we not gonna? I guess. See, and that's why I said and this is just me going to be very blunt and literal. It's just, here's the thing: we don't cause issues, but you're not going to treat me or people I'm with as if we are less than.
Yeah,
you're not
all because you thought we said a word to you that you didn't like.
You're not gonna be little. You're not gonna talk down, belittle, or try to degrade anyone. That's just not gonna happen. Or intimidate either. We don't do that. You're not gonna intimidate. So I mean, we don't cause any issues. But someone is like, oh, you're trying to try or challenge, or I guess press us. How the kids say nowadays.
They said that like the 80s.
We will for sure. We're gonna push back, but we're not gonna start anything. We'll finish it. I mean, we've never been in fights there. Okay,
but he had an issue with you guys who were talking about fighting, but he didn't have an issue with the 6-foot Nigerian black guy who's threatening to shoot everybody, and at the same point in time. So
he's really scared of him.
What's your priority, Mark? What are we doing here?
Isn't he a little racist?
Probably.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
At this point,
I thought we were cool.
Yeah, we all thought we were cool. We saw him down at Mount Juliet the other day. We're screaming, "Hey, Mark!"
What's up, man?
Being super nice. We've never been anything but nice to him.
Never had an issue with him whatsoever. But we are always starting problems.
Now, next time you see him, you can say,
Oh no!
"Fuck you, Mark."
Well, no, I'm not. I mean, I probably wouldn't say anything to him if I'm not going to say nice things to him.
I'll say
If you
something.
don't have
That's
anything
my
nice to
thing.
say, then don't say it.
I already told y'all, all of y'all, I was like, look, as a whole, I was like, listen, don't go back. I said, don't go back. I was saying, it ain't even worth it. I was like, that because, like I said, customer of like 4 years, which is like now looking back on, I'm like, damn, that's been a sad 4 years. I'm like, that's why I'm like, I'm just kind of okay with not doing it. I need to, kind of, go outside my normal means of just a freaking bar. Let's be more productive.
Nashville beer words could be the new spot.
They're too bougie.
I mean,
They are pretty bougie.
They're nice, they're cool, but they're
And I like a place where I can just go in, sit down, and get a Miller Lite. And we were talking about with Dylan about this the other day. Dylan goes, I don't want to get drunk in a bar that's lit. He's like, what do I look like getting drunk in the light?
That's the best feeling when you walk outside drunk as fuck and it's
No, he's
daylight.
talking about inside the bar.
well-lit.
Where we usually go is like
Oh,
a dive bar-esque scene,
Yeah.
where it's like
Bartender.
dimly lit. Compared to Coaches, where it's hard, you don't even feel like you want to get like trashed in there
Right,
because
right.
everything's just so well lit.
I'm gonna get a hangover in this motherfucker. These lights gonna be hurting here in a second, bro. Dang. But he doesn't know that. He doesn't know he might when you drink sometimes, and it's like you get like a premature or premeditated hangover.
No, I don't drink that much.
No,
No,
you've
I never
had
get a
that?
premeditated hangover.
I'm a good
Where it's
person.
like, oh, it fully thought this one out. I'm gonna hit you a little bit sooner than
Cheers.
expected. Like,
All right, off of the negativity, let's move on to the positive.
I don't know how
Like
much
me
positive-
keeping the streets of New York City safe.
I don't know what that means. How are you? First of all, I love your
Well,
shirt.
he's
That's
gonna keep on
beautiful.
the-
That's definitely a schmedium. That's a schmedium. That's not a medium.
It's a Spanish from Spain.
He does. He looks so like he
so
looks like a little
sick.
baby bird. Just a little baby bird.
I'd rather look like a small bird than a pudgy bird.
comes.
I'd rather look like a
That's
small
okay.
bird than a
Hey,
pudgy
he looks
bird.
like one of the pigeons off New York City that been eating good.
Kendall looked like if he was born in Sparta, they would have kicked him off the side of the hill.
Oh my
Not good enough.
gosh.
I was gonna say, if anything, they would probably like die from steel. Never mind. Lost the food. Never mind. Anyway, so
Did you know that Irish people were discriminated against too in America?
So
Good.
were Italians, so were Scots, so
Yeah.
were Russians,
Wait.
so were Asians,
So
so, were
were
black
Slavic
people. Yes.
No, they were not. Slavic people in America?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an example.
I don't have.
Okay,
one
then
back.
shut that.
You give me 5 seconds, bro. I got you.
what did he just say?
It's Bubba. Yes, Slavs experienced mistreatment in America, primarily in the early 20th century.
High five.
When they were often viewed with suspicion as new immigrants and subjected to xenophobia, anti-immigrant sentiment, and discriminatory policies, particularly during World War I, when groups like Russian and Polish immigrants were spied on, raided, and even arrested by federal agents. Eat my booty hole, you cucksucker. You look like you like to lick up dried
That,
cum.
he just came up with a new word.
That's that. Well,
If it wasn't so vulgar, I'd make that the name of the episode. Cucksucker.
Make it. You're so
No, I
weird.
kind of want to have
Bro,
it
you're
something
so-
with the bar because dude, they have royally. I made my own review this morning. And they royally
Damn, bro, I was
pissed me off.
you just tap dancing.
he's still going on about it. Look,
I'm gonna say, bro, you're so down bad that you don't even want to be a cuck. You want to fuck with the cuck. So the cuck's watching the people fuck. You're fucking with the cuck.
I'm watching the cuck jerk off while he's cucking other people.
You're helping the cuck
This
jerk
one-
off.
Okay,
I will
this is not a good course of conversation.
which is the owner is for sure prejudice.
Oh, he come back to it.
Yeah, no, because
For
you brought
sure.
that up. I'm like, wait a second. I do want to bring that one to light. 'Cause
I
he
don't
is
know if
prejudice.
he might be,
said,
but
"I
they
don't
still
play."
do.
No,
They
he
do
said-
play hip hop music late now.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. They stop it at 7. It cuts off from the jukebox at 7 because he said it brings in the wrong crowd. His words, it brings in the wrong crowd. And if I'm saying that incorrectly, that's because your staff told me incorrectly. It told me incorrectly. But if you're saying at past 7 p.m. rap, hip hop, and R&B, my bad, mainly rap and hip hop brings in the wrong crowd. Can you elaborate, sir? What you mean by that?
Yeah, what kind of crowd are we talking
What crowd
about?
are we talking about here, sir?
He don't like
So
Anybody that's below caramel colored.
So
Positive news.
I don't know if this is like too positive, but have you heard of a thing called 3i/Atlas?
3i/Atlas. No, I have not.
Well, it'll be here in November or December of this year.
Here,
What
what's
is it?
here?
It's gonna be great. So, alien mothership 3i
What the fuck?
Atlas traveling at 135,000 miles per hour could reach Earth between November 21st and December 5th of 2025.
See, I told you there was a group of aliens.
Now-
So you remember when I was speaking about previously on previous episodes, which you have to go back and look about the James Webb object that was heading towards Earth? Well, it's gotten closer and they can see it a little bit more. And there's a Harvard professor that is now saying that
Wait, is it the?
Avi Loeb. What? Go
Is
ahead.
it the? Is they thought it was originally an asteroid? Is that what you
No,
said?
they thought it was a comet at first, or a large structure. But apparently, the structural integrity of it, or the, I guess, makeup, isn't really matching somewhat of most of a lot of comets. So there's a lot of people, especially this man at Harvard, that's believing that it very well could be a mothership. Of course, there are people that are like, well, man, no, it's not. It's not.
But he's saying it might be.
There's a lot of
It
people
might
saying
be.
it might very well be. But yeah, it has a trajectory place, and it's
Trajectory.
pointed directly on Earth. Its little dot.
So
is
it's coming.
Earth. It's coming. One way or another. It's going
Me too.
to be here.
Me too.
So quit Latins.
What? How fast is the speed of light?
Back up. Latinas. I don't like the
How fast is
Latinos.
the speed of light?
There's an A right here. You see
Blake, I
that?
feel like you'll know this at the top.
How
of your
fast
head.
is the speed of light? Is that like more than 100,000 miles an hour?
Yes, it's. Oh my God! Come on! I know it. I can't think. It's like 3 something, I think.
Because if an alien race is just traveling in the universe, unless they're like asleep or they just live forever.
It's 299. It's a lot of meters per second.
Okay. So it's less than 100,000
We'll put it like this: light makes it from the sun to Earth in
in
like
8 minutes.
I think it's 8 minutes.
Like
yeah.
some seconds.
I was gonna say 5 minutes, but 8
No,
minutes sounds
I
more
saw a thing
accurate.
the other day that said if the sun disappeared, we wouldn't know for about 8 minutes and some odd seconds.
Then we'd all freeze to death.
Basically, it's somewhere past 186.
Wouldn't that be horrible? Imagine like you have like this. I'm not gonna get into detail, but like you have this very bizarre, weird kink, right? And you've been fighting it your whole life, and you decide, you know what, tonight's the night I'm gonna try it out. And whatever it is, you try it, and in the middle of you trying it, the sun disappears, and now you're frozen like that for eternity. In this weird
I
position.
didn't think that that's where you were going to go with that, but when I was a kid, I used to have dreams all the time of the
And
the
none of
moon
them planned out.
I used to have dreams all the time of the moon coming to Earth basically and going to kill us on Earth. I used to have dreams like that all the time.
That's
Well, my country.
Crazy.
It also I
None of
think
them
it had
did.
something to do with me when I played Super Smash Brothers Brawl. When they had the level on the Nintendo GameCube that the moon had a face, and if you ran out of time, the moon would kill you both.
okay. Question:
Answer.
You got nightmares from Super Smash Bros.
I wouldn't say it was the nightmare. I would say it was
crazy.
a dream.
Sorry, bro. I don't know why I'm attacking you
So back
nonstop.
on 3i Atlas.
3i Atlas.
So
Sounds like one of Elon Musk's
Musk
kids.
So July
Wait, what is it
1st is
called?
when it was
3.
3i. Okay, my bad.
Atlas. So it was first spotted July 1st, 2025, and it's only the 3rd ever interstellar object to be detected in our solar system, which is pretty cool. But the Harvard professor is saying that this object seems to be more technologically advanced or like designed rather than natural. But
this
nevertheless, bro, I'm so excited for November and December.
This says it's a comet.
Wait,
That's
if it
what I
gets
said.
here in
Some
November, we might be in Japan when it gets here.
And you know they're gonna take all them bitches out. They say, "Look what you did to the Chinese."
We're not going home anytime soon if that happens.
you know they're gonna shut down every
Shuts
port.
down. What are y'all gonna do?
Hope we can get home. Go to the U.S. Embassy.
There's also this fucking like medium whatever motherfucker that's like social media famous like freaking last year that was saying
but
something huge is gonna happen November, December.
something huge, a huge war.
And then they said
We're gonna kick them all out. We're gonna kick them all out.
Is that your Trump impersonation? That one was pretty good.
No, it wasn't. That was probably my worst one.
But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Mexican tits coming up
There was
across the
also
border.
One where it's the one file from Mexico back in I think it was like 1867 or some shit like this or that. So it's public records, of course. It's airline traffic and other bullshit. So there was this guy training to be a pilot. He was on his last one. He was doing his training basically, I guess, route. And on this particular day, it was foggy.
Mexico doesn't have any pilots.
What the fuck?
I love Mexican ladies. Please don't take me serious.
It was foggy. I'm going to try and wrap it up fast on this one, but he went off flying and he went into the fog. He did the loop, or at least where he thought it would be. Of course, this is a long time, so they just basically had a compass and their own personal navigation. Their eyes and themselves were like the navigation. They had compasses and radios. Not too much past that. So he was doing his lap. He was trying to radio in. There was no one back. Out of nowhere, he was like, okay, let me correct myself. Let me make a left instead. And apparently the controls just wouldn't let him make a left. So he kept straight, ended up keeping straight, and he remembers the plane elevating is going higher and higher, and he gets blacked out. He woke back up, and when he woke up, he was over an ocean. And basically the math wasn't adding up, right? The ocean was at least 3 hours away. He only had enough fuel for like an hour and a half. Well, I think he only had enough fuel for like an hour and a half. And the body of water was 3 hours away, right? He got there in an hour, in right about an hour, right? And so when he finally came to, the radio was back on. The guy, flight command, I can't remember the name.
Air traffic control.
Thank you.
Air traffic.
Was like, hey, whoa. He was like, hey, you back? He was like, yeah. He was like, okay, is there anyone else in the pit with you, in the cockpit with you? And he was like, no. He's like, man, I don't even know what happened. I think I went to sleep and I woke back up. He was like, oh, okay. Well, we're gonna need you to land. And so they landed, and as soon as he got all out, it was the men in black suits. He got taken into the SUV, taken off. They did a psych evaluation, and this is all like even the video of him in his plane. You can hear it.
AI.
And they basically asked him all the questions. They're like, well, the reason we asked you if there was another person in there is because we were talking. You didn't pass out. They were like, you passed out, but we were talking to you. So basically what happened while they were talking, communicating back and forth, apparently another life form took over
I heard about
man
this.
And said, I'm using him kind of like how y'all would use a microphone. He said, y'all are not alone in the universe. He said, there's other people, we live in the same galaxy as you. He said, he basically did a warning. He was like, you're not alone. Let this message go to everyone. Yada, yada, yada.
Something's coming?
Yeah, something's coming. Basically, that something's coming.
Oh, my God, dude.
But let everyone know and yada, yada, yada.
Oh, man.
And he said that every other species or whatever is still made of like still kind of like our makeup, I guess, are like
carbon-based.
Yeah.
So everything's carbon-based.
Like, in a sense.
Yeah.
Or at least.
So our guns will work.
But I don't know. Yeah, it might work until you realize their brain is on 9,000. Like, bullets stop.
The guns will work regardless of where they are.
But
it's the atmosphere that determines how damaging it is.
War against the world, where they freaking hop out on Earth and be like, we're not used to your bacteria.
Yeah, that could happen.
But.
Although that was the lamest fucking way to end an alien movie ever, dude. Honestly, because he's in the middle about to get eaten by this giant monster, and it got a nosebleed and died. Fuck you. I hate that.
What movie was that?
It was like Cloverfield or something stupid.
It was War Against the World.
No, because that's water.
It was
water.
Fuck. It had Tom Cruise.
It was Cloverfield.
That's War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. Yeah.
No,
it wasn't War of the Worlds. It was Cloverfield.
No, it was War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds. They die because of the water. Which is also a stupid fucking ending because the planet you came to is 70% water.
No, I thought
You
they
stupid ass aliens.
No,
They
bro.
came for the water. I thought they died. because-
No. Because remember, like they're fighting
Oh,
it
it's
at the end in
Cloverfield,
the
I'm telling
house,
you, it's
and that the
Cloverfield.
girl she has all this water because she's like, oh, there's something in it. It tastes weird. I don't want this water. And so she had all the glasses of water lined up, and they knocked him into the TV, and all the water fell on him, and it like burned him alive.
Oh,
You don't remember that? That's World.
I
of
never
War.
watched
That
that
was my
movie.
favorite movie as a
But-
kid, bro.
yeah.
I want to
So-
watch that new Ice Cube one. Apparently, it
Shit might be
sucked.
coming. Thought that was cool. Hope you're ready. I'm throwing you at him first. Also, we're in Japan and this happens. That's gonna be insane. Anyway, but yeah, I would say I highly recommend everyone to trying to find that video if you can, because you can hear the audio. Okay, it's in Spanish. Okay, just so you know, it's in.
Hasta luego.
But you do hear his voice come back, and it does sound very much so robotic, like
How do you say?
humanoid, like weird, like I don't know. It's odd.
How do you say I want in Spanish? Yo, what?
Yo, mom.
Yo quiero.
Yo quiero Latinas, baby. If
That's
you watch it,
Oh, that's
come
not
to
it.
me, baby.
I'm
Not
sorry
right.
I assisted him in this.
Not right.
I'm
Hey,
sorry I
baby,
assisted
not right
him.
at all. Baby, you need protection. Yo
On
mata
that
por nada.
Whoa, whoa.
No, I'm just kidding.
Really? You gotta get away from me.
Bro, let me do my shout out.
Oh,
I
go
need
ahead.
I
Let's
need
do
to
your
shout
shout
out. I really just want okay, this I have to specify this. This is halfway a joke. I really want like half Hispanic kids. So when they fuck up,
He's like, any Hispanic ladies, put in.
well, no,
put in
no,
your apps.
All right, Gregory
applications.
Hines, stop tap dancing. Fuck. I really want half Hispanic kids, so when they fuck up, I can yell at them and call them dry bags.
Oh my God! Why would you put that on the internet?
So,
They're my kids. I can say whatever I want about my
I mean,
kids.
hold on.
Have you seen?
Obviously, I'm not
Have you seen the
racist. I have
guy
Mexican kids.
Who goes
or
up to
Hispanic
Charlie
kids.
Kirk's events, and every time he gets the microphone in his hand, he's like, what about all the big booty Latinas, Charlie? And he's like, if you're 9, I say you're fine. If you're 8, let's debate. If you're a 6, kick sticks or something like that. I'm like, oh my God.
Look, I'll say this, man. I work at a place where we have a lot of people from other places that work there. Not an issue, but I was there. I'll say it. She's not here anymore, so fuck it. There was this
She
girl.
back in Venezuela.
Exactly. Exactly. There was this girl that was fucking beautiful, man. Purple hair, Venezuela. She had to go back. But she a good person. She went back. She went back on her terms, but yeah, she had to go back.
he said she had to go back.
I was so mad. Dude, one day,
He was
'cause
so upset.
she was a trainer, kind of like me. So we got called up to the front. She was in a different area, so I was training for my area, her for hers, and then another guy for his. And she was sitting in front of me, and I'm just like, oh man, I want to say something to this girl so bad. And here she goes. She just turned around asking me a question. Man, when she looked into my eyes, holy shit! For a second, I just like this. Turn around. We'll do it real quick.
Okay.
Just
Am I
ask
the
her-
Latina girl?
Yeah, you're the Latina girl. You just ask a random question.
Are you gay?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what's my reaction. I was just, huh? Sorry, what'd you say? Like, I was lost, bro.
Did you like that?
Oh my god.
That was beautiful.
You just proved the point that your wife a lesbian.
Okay, so you've been going to church here recently.
Oh, okay.
Praise God.
Praise God.
All right.
The gods,
like
all
it?
the gods.
Yeah, I like it.
Vishnu.
Are you good with the? Are you good with the Bible?
I'm not good. No, I'm not good with the Bible. No.
Do you know
1 Corinthians.
Genesis
A little bit.
19?
No.
You know the story of Lot and his wife?
I have heard about it. I don't know it off the top of my head.
All right. Well, let me tell you a little story.
Okay.
I have no
Bible
idea what you're
verse.
talking about.
Okay. So, one day God goes to Abraham. He says, Abraham,
Did he make Latinas?
God did make Latinas.
I know, but in the story.
In this story, I'm sure they were somewhere flocking around.
Oh man, I just want some Aztec puss.
Okay, no blasphemy. Okay.
It's not blasphemy. If I
So,
want some, God
God
told us to be
God
fruitful
goes-
and reproduce.
No more bait.
No, give it back.
In the context of marriage,
God goes to Abraham.
We
He
forget that
says,
part.
Abraham, there's this city. And it's wicked. It's foul. I've tried multiple times and
Sodom and Gomorrah.
nothing will help. Okay, it's an awful city. He said, okay, God, what city do you speak of? He says,
That's a good catch.
he says,
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Sodom
Those are
and
two
Gomorrah.
cities.
I know about Sodom and Gomorrah.
So Abraham.
That's where we get the word sodomy from.
God, I promise
fucking
you,
love.
I'm not questioning your will, but I have a nephew that lives there. He is a good man. He is an honest man. He has a family. God says, Abraham, I know your nephew is the one good person in those cities.
Nephew.
Oh,
no, you said
Abraham's nephew.
So he says, I already plan to have my angels
Like,
go
God is
take care of
black.
him. So
And
he has
his
to-
nephew is
Hey,
Lot.
Lot.
Okay.
So the two angels appear. They say, hey, y'all need to get out. This right here, God's finna light it up. All right, y'all need to
Light it
go.
on fire.
We let on you. Don't tell nobody.
Finna spark
Okay,
this joint.
pack your bags, leave. Okay, ain't gonna be here soon. The angels tell them, okay, there's one rule, and only one rule that God wants you to follow. Do not look back.
Oh, I thought you were saying no more anal
Like, don't
sex.
run
Turn around and look.
Y'all
I've been so
running.
mad.
No matter what you hear, no matter what you see,
I remember.
don't look back. So Lot grabs his family, wife, everyone. They're running. God's doing hellfire, brimstone. It's freaking everything. It sounds like the best dubstep anyway. So it's like, you know, and she decides, she's like, I'm gonna look back. She's like, it's everything's going. We won't see it again. Lot's like, no, honey, we gotta go. She looks back,
Stone.
turns into
To a pillar of salt.
pillar of salt.
Yes.
You wanna know something crazy?
They just
They
think
just
that they just found
found
Lot's wife
Lot's wife.
Oh, I hate
in a
that
pillar
shit.
of salt.
Well,
in-
no, as science is progressing, bro, they're able to study more.
Okay, but those religious scientists, they stretch a little bit.
No.
There are
Wait,
A true scientist has no religious,
So how
and
this has
religion's
worked-
like a prison
how
for the
this has
secrets of
worked
wisdom.
Is that in another?
Not
I
true.
can't remember
It's
his
true.
book. but
100%.
It's some freaking really some philosopher. He has a book where he speaks about Lot's wife and says yes, you can visit her, yada yada yada. Well, they found this pillar that's made of, I believe, 70% salt. That's in the right location compared to where the city was, and in the distance. They did test on the soil and the rock, and some of it has molten
rock that
residue
can't be there.
They said will only be possible under extreme heat or explosion. And they said there's no volcanoes.
There's no volcanoes.
There's no heat sources possible that can produce it. And then on top of that, when they did studies of the salt pillar, they found fabric material, organic residue material on the inside, as if there's organs inside the rock.
No, organic material can mean a vast thing.
Okay, listen, we're
I'm
telling
just
a
saying.
story, Blake.
Plant
And
life.
Don't pick it apart. Don't pick it apart.
I have to, so these people aren't misled.
Well, look, I can go in depth, but if that's gonna take us into like probably another hour.
I'm
but
here.
I'm all about people doing their own research.
Well-
Don't take what I say as the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
There's also
I mean, I tried
that-
to give you that, but
I don't know
would
how long
say
ago
there's
they
a lot
did
of
this.
facts that are leading towards that. This very well.
There's a lot of
is
I don't
facts
know.
leading to basically saying that Jesus was real. He was a real person. He died.
What do you mean? Yeah, they did that. Like,
But no, what I'm alluding to is
is
basically saying they have a literal. They did some type of test where
did a
they
3D
found the
printing.
tomb.
They did the tomb where apparently Jesus got resurrected,
And they
on
found-
the
they
fabric.
s-
They did a scanning of it where it literally made like
The
a
Turon,
face,
the-
and it
the
looked
Turon
like
of-
the
It
face
looked
of Jesus.
But it's not just the face; it's the whole body outlined with his
I'm
hands
just saying,
like this.
like, it looked like what everyone makes out for Jesus to be.
I don't trust religious
Whether you believe
scientists.
Jesus was like, he was brought here by the Lord, or he was just heightened on a different level of spirituality, and he just tapped into things that we don't. Whatever the person itself, I believe very much so was real, because he dead now. He dead.
Thing, I have something to
He's
say
for sure
though.
dead.
The Shroud of Turon, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
So, question.
Answer.
They did that scan. Why in that scan did Jesus look like that white man that they paint and all people have? Jesus was a white.
It didn't. You can't
Yes,
tell
he did.
skin color from that.
He had-
There was no possible way that
can't
you can
tell.
tell skin color from that
I
outline.
bet you could.
What the fuck? No.
I bet you could.
No.
He said,
There's no
doesn't
way.
smell like mine. Smells like a
Okay, he's going
like
to
an Arab.
trying to be scientifically factual and then making fun of me at the same time, and I don't like it.
We're
Okay,
joking. I love you.
I love you.
but there's something that
fucking racist.
that I found profound. Confucius still in his tomb. Muhammad still in his tomb. Buddha still in his tomb.
Okay, well,
Gandhi
back up.
still in his tomb.
Buddha-
The only person that they haven't found in their tomb was Jesus Christ. They never found a body for
Because
Jesus Christ.
do you not know the Bible?
I know the Bible.
He came out the tomb in 3 days.
Exactly. I'm saying that there's proof for it.
I have something though that's pretty interesting.
Go for it.
I seen this guy. I don't know how true it is. I have to be very clear that this is I'm just whatever. I'm not saying this is fact, but this guy said that Jesus actually back in the day he went like a lot of the books in the Bible talk things like that. A lot of books in the Bible that weren't allowed to be put in the Bible talk about like a lot of ancient Hindu
Are
practices.
you talking about the Book of Enoch?
Well, a lot of books. There's more books that they didn't allow into the Bible than
Because
books are in the Bible. So he practiced all these ancient Hindu techniques and whatever. One of those is
Who's
like
he?
Yeshua,
Yeshua.
Jesus. So one of these was him like slowing his breath and like going into this meditative state. And so what they said is when he was on the cross, he implemented these tactics and he slowed his heart rate down so much it seemed like he was dead. So his plan was to do that for a couple days, wait for his people to leave, whatever, and he'll
They
just wake
stuck a
up.
sword in his side.
But not like all the way through. They
no,
poked
what do
him.
you know?
It was a spear, and they poked him in the side.
Yeah.
It was all the way through.
No, it
him.
wasn't.
No,
They
look it up.
poked him in the side.
No,
You
they
look it
cut
up.
him.
They poked
And
it
I
into his
believe they
side.
renamed it like the Spear of Destiny or some
Yeah,
shit.
and so his
Y'all
whole
are-
plan, his
okay.
whole plan was to wait a couple days and then sneak out and go hide somewhere, whatever, so nobody's seen him. Well, what happened was, all his followers stayed, and when he tried to sneak out after 3 days, they were there and they were like, "Oh my God, he's alive!" And he kind of just like, "Yeah, I resurrected. I have to go home," and then dipped out.
No. There were also
think it's interesting.
witnesses.
I think it's very interesting.
That's untrue. All of that was not true. He did not. It's impossible. They were dealing with no technology. That he didn't. Dude, there's no way that you're telling me that he didn't die.
Bro, do you not know the power of the human body? Whenever you meditate and shit, I'm not saying that the story is true, but there's a possibility.
But there's
I
also
believe that
witnesses-
could
There's
have
also
happened.
witnesses that watched him ascend into heaven.
Okay,
Lift up off
there was
the ground.
witnesses that saw
Over 500
fuck, what's his
people.
name?
But the one of the things that makes it impossible for a regular person to do is that there were over 500 witnesses in multiple different regions that he could not have gone to within that time
Okay,
period.
there was also people who witnessed Joseph Smith translating from the golden tablets.
That's been
that
proven wrong.
What's the difference?
I'm not. I mean, I
Did
don't know
you
enough
know?
to
Did you
tell
know the
that,
Book
but
of
I know
Mormon?
there is a difference.
Let me go grab my book of Zoe. Would you mind grabbing
No,
my
I
Book
don't
of
want to.
Mormon?
I don't want
Would
to
you
bring
mind
out the
grabbing
Book
it?
of Mormon.
Book of Mormon.
I don't want it.
It's a small blue book. I don't know. I think it's all the way on the left. All the way on the left, I think. Book of Mormon. There it is. Thank you.
I don't want it.
Here we go.
I don't like.
Here we go.
I don't think I'm starting this shit when I'm doing something.
Here we go. See, Book of Mormon. Shout out my ex. I don't want to say nothing.
That is crazy.
I still have the book. I still think about you.
Somebody smacked.
So, the Book of Mormon, an account written by the hand of Mormon, blah blah blah, whatever. Here, where is it?
There's an explanation.
Hold up.
If you ask somebody,
so right
that's
here in the
smarter than me-
contents, the Book of Mormon, the first 3 chapters, the testimony of 3 witnesses, testimony of 8 witnesses, testimony of the prophet Joseph Smith. That is what, 12 people? There's 12 witnesses that say that this is true.
I just don't know enough. And there's over 500 for the Bible.
I don't believe that.
That's
He had 12
way-
disciples. That's less witnesses than that.
Just because his disciples saw him doesn't mean that 500 other people didn't see him.
I don't believe that.
And
I
that's
went to
fine.
Sunday
You don't have to
school.
believe it. You don't have to believe it. I'm not
Hold
saying.
on. We gotta double check this.
But if we're gonna sit, we'll sit here all day debating theology. So
Oh my God. Holy shit.
what?
I've never thought I'd say this before in my life. Kendall, you were right. What the fuck? My bad.
Thank you. I watch a lot of.
But still, nonetheless, though, that doesn't mean shit. Because there's a million people that say that this is true today.
We're not talking about today. We're talking about in the past.
Well, all I'm saying,
I'm just saying that okay, I'll end it with this. All I'm saying is
I'm gonna fight
that
this till
out of all of the books and the written material and all of the history, the only one that has concurrent events and is provable by historians the same way that Alexander the Great was a real person who had like 4 or 5 people writing about him at the same time. We don't question everything that it was real, and we only have like 4 or 5 references about it.
I want to show this real quick, and it's not. I'm listening to you. It's not to continue the debate. It's just really interesting to me. This picture right here, this depicts. So Mormons believe that after Jesus resurrected, he went to the Native Americans and taught them Christianity. So this is him showing up at the Native Americans, teaching them Christianity. And I just think
that might have happened.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all.
About that.
That's no crazier than fucking the.
I just think it's interesting.
Looking and not finding the Ark of the Covenant.
But what I was saying is the Bible is the most provable concurrent records
I have something to
that
say.
we have of any religion whatsoever.
Not really.
That's not true.
That's not.
Learn more about it.
Look at how many different types of Bibles there are.
I will say,
you're correct on that, but
said with the
there's a reason for that as well that
they translate already. There's so much shit that will like throw the Bible on its head that they don't even disclose it because it will like jeopardize potentially Christianity.
You ever played?
Apparently, Jesus taught a whole different version of the Bible to his brother Judas.
He didn't have a brother.
Yeah, he did.
Judas was the guy who betrayed him.
No, he had another actual brother. I know he had an actual brother.
I don't know.
Let me
He taught him a completely different version of the Bible.
I'm just saying this. There's a lot of truth in Christianity in the Bible, so I'm not denying that. I have to argue because that's who I am.
It's a give and take with the Bible.
Have you ever played the game Telephone?
Yes.
You know how if you start over here and you make it here, the word's completely different?
And you talk to
right? You agree with me? Hold up. No, I don't want to just say yes or no. I need to say this.
Understand, yes.
So now let's up that game and let's span it let's span it over the course of 2,000 years. And not only that, but you're changing the language 5 different times. Tell me you're going to get the same message.
There are people that are way smarter than me and you that have asked the exact same question and have been disproven. I just don't have the knowledge to be able to disprove it at the moment. I'm sorry.
No, there's no way you can.
I'm just saying that all of these questions. I've literally seen a video of someone asking this exact question and they explain it so eloquently. I just am not able to do that right now.
Or disagree or prove false when it comes to personal opinion. No matter what you do as a person. We're not talking
about personal opinion.
That goes into play. Every personal opinion, when anyone writes that book, reads the book, translated, Bible, whatever, your personal opinions and your personal views are going to...
Like I said,
going to be a fact.
There are people much smarter than all of us that can explain it much more eloquently.
There's someone that is much smarter that's not going to be able to say... Smarter than you. That is going to be able to read a piece of material and they're not going to understand it to their level, and they're like.
On that note, I love talking about religion.
On that note,
wait! Don't you fucking do it because the CIA found the Ark. I
got something to say about that.
Oh my gosh, this is a long episode. Continue. Go.
No, it's because I was able to find a file.
Go.
It's a CIA file.
I know exactly where it is.
Look, it says.
Oh, I don't remember where, but yeah.
And this is a CIA document, right? Viewer number 032, date 5. This is back in 1988, right? Start date, everything. Target is a container, and this container has another container inside of it. The target is fashioned of wood, gold, and silver. The target is similar in shape to AOL, a coffin, and is just decorated with.
Yep, found it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, decorated. This target is located somewhere in the Middle East. As language spoken by individuals seem to be Arabic. Visuals of surrounding buildings. And then it goes to the target is hidden underground, dark and wet, where all aspects of the location of the target.
I
The
know
purpose
exactly
of
where
this
it
target
is.
is to bring people together. See page 16. See page 16. It has something to do with ceremony, memory, and homage and resurrection. Let's see the aspect of spirituality, information, lessons, and historical knowledge far beyond what we know. And here's the interesting part. It said the target is protected by entities. That's interesting to me. All right, the target is protected by entities. See page 14, and can only be opened now, in parentheses, now by those who are authorized to do so. This container will not and cannot be opened until the time is deemed correct. Once it is time to open the container, the mechanics of the lock system will be found to be fairly simple. Individuals opening the container by praying or striking are destroyed by the container's protectors through their use of a power unknown to us.
I was something to say.
Say it.
Whoever don't believe in the supernatural, the spiritual side of things, you're stupid. If you believe in any religion, there's a spiritual in there. I'm just, bro, that's...
I can tell you.
Say it.
I can tell you exactly where the ark is. So there's this church in Ethiopia called Church of St. Mary's of Zion, and essentially it's this whole town. And the whole town, their job is to protect this church, because what they're doing is they're keeping this ancient. I don't know if they say it's the Ark of the Covenant, but that's essentially what they're like hinting at. Is it's the Ark of the Covenant? What?
One detail. Did you know that the Ethiopian Bible,
Yeah, I know.
Christian Bible, is the only Bible in the entire world that has canonized the Book of Enoch in it?
Yeah,
It's the only
and it's
one.
the oldest Bible in the whole world. Just want to say that. But yeah. So what it is they protect us with their life, and there's one person who's assigned to specifically. What his job is to go into the church in the room that this box is in, and guard it with his life. Well, those people don't last very long. They always end up dying a couple of years after. They start getting cataracts on their eyes. Their bodies start. Essentially, what they're showing is signs of radiation.
Yeah,
sickness.
that's what I was about. Yeah.
And so it goes into the whole theory of the Ark of the Covenant is a remnant from a past civilization.
There was a nuclear reactor, basically.
Essentially, yeah. And so it's interesting because this is a very real thing. It still goes on today.
Well, no matter-
and they will not let you in there.
No matter what you believe, everyone has to agree. There were some people before us. There was something before us on this planet that were way more advanced than we are.
It was
now.
us.
It's crazy.
Humans have been around for hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah, it was
You think
us,
we
just
just
us
did
and
all
the
this in the
advanced.
past 10,000 years?
I mean, we have done. We rebuilt it. Yeah. I mean, at some
But
point,
I'm saying, what
something
about the
happened.
other hundreds of thousands of years? Like, we didn't just live this
But, I
certain
mean,
lifestyle for hundreds.
There's
and
no
hundreds
proof. There's no proof of it. But I mean, there is proof of previous civilizations, but there's no concrete proof that they were as advanced as us.
Well, look at Göbekli Tepe. It's about 11,500 years old, and it was intentionally buried. Like, I'm just saying, 11,000.
Well, and they say all this about the city of Atlantis used to be a very advanced.
I can show you where it is.
I know where it is. This is one of the first episodes we ever did on the podcast.
It's the Eye of Mauritania.
Yes, the eye in the desert. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That he's talking about, they're broken up, right? If you look at the images.
Speak in your mic.
Speaking of Mike.
It's broken up if you look at the images.
Speaking of Mike.
That's the side, right?
And this is the Ark of the Covenant?
Guess wait, you can see the image because it's kind of what you picture.
From Indiana Jones?
That's the side.
Because that's what I
right?
picture.
And then, like, you can picture that together.
Looks like an ugly titty.
But like, especially like that's the side of it. That's
Who drew this? A little 5-year-old?
I don't know whose handwriting this is.
Oh my
Whoever
God.
is in the CIA, but your cursive.
Oh,
is
you're
dog
literally
shit.
in a CIA file. Jesus
Your cursive
Christ.
is dog shit.
Your
better
cursive is
than mine.
dog shit, Agent Smith.
I'm just saying, your cursive is dog shit.
There it is.
Which most people probably don't know.
The Rakot structure. I really want to
The
go.
Rakot structure is exactly what I was. Yes, that's one of the first episodes that we ever did. Like one of the first.
I know, because I
second,
talked
or third.
about it.
No, I talked about it.
Bullshit, I
I had
talked
a
about
whole
it.
freaking thing about it.
Kendall, this is my
Actually,
thing.
Blake, I vividly remember you talking about it, so I'm pretty sure.
Oh my
Blake did
gosh.
it. And that's 2v1. So
Somebody go back to one of our first
You're
episodes on.
crazy.
You have to go to Spotify to see our first
Fake
episodes.
news.
It's not fake news. Go back and listen and tell us who it was.
Mexican tits
On that
coming
note,
up the border.
thank you for listening to the 94th episode of The Poor Perspective
Get at
with
me.
your hosts,
Get
Kendall
at me.
Justice, Blake Reed, and Isaiah Martin. We'll see you next week,
My
guys.
number is 8 6. Turn it off.